Hi everyone, welcome to my first daily edition. In this daily edition, I'll be presenting my working plan for this week. So, there are two main things that I want to talk about in this video. First is going to be my revisions, and secondly is going to be the presentation of the work this week. Now, let's start with the revisions. First is going to be the revision on work. In this part, I'll be rating how I did in my work last week, my goals for last week, and how I need to improve. Now, in my work last week, the main problem, in my opinion, was the DE3 because I couldn't really adapt much. So much of the DE3 wasn't done because last week if I can remember, I only did the video and I was lacking a bit of the sheets and I only skimmed over it, meaning that the mathematical concepts in it, that basically means that I haven't really grasped the mathematical concepts in the DE3 last week. Now, in the meeting, we focused on two things. Firstly is a presentation of my company, and second is going to be a writing about a hypothesis. Now, the things that I think that this meeting gave me, as in lessons, is firstly the ability to work on a strict deadline, because most of the time we only had 20 minutes and 10 minutes to create a video and the writing respectively. Now, one thing that I need to focus on, based on last week, is my ability to adapt and basically focus more on what I'm doing in order to increase efficiency. Since I don't really focus a lot when I do these kinds of stuff, it means that I usually procrastinate, and this leads to me sending in my work late or not meeting the deadlines. This is one of the things that I will need to improve on this week. Now, for Mrs. Pratt's guide, basically, this week we have to focus more on the metrics, the mathematical concepts, and generally how we present our work as a whole based on what we presented at the meeting. Now, the work this week. Firstly, is going to be my presentation of the DE2, in which I'm going to restructure the whole business model in order to make it more simple, clear, and easy to understand. Since most of the time, there's a lot of calculations, really hard to look at statistics, etc. Now, I'm going to go with the main work as redefining my services so that it fits well into the Vietnamese market and how it serves my role. Because in order to further expand my business model, I'm going to need to work on my services this week. So, in general, my goals for this week are going to be able to make my business model more easy to understand and make it as a guide for myself, my members, and the general learning pace of myself to make it I want to make myself more compatible and more connected to my company and understand it more, vibe with it more, and generally be a good member. Now, that's going to be all for my first daily edition. Thanks for listening.